Hello and welcome, my name is Toby Preacher from Indie Games Dev. You are watching the development of the game Oh My Zombie, and if you have followed me the last videos, you know that I'm working on my very own crafting system, and today I'm really happy that I can give you a quick update on what I'm doing. And you can see right here I got the inventory menu open. Down here I have my equipment slots, and these 4 slots in the middle, these are the crafting slots. And I just want to tell you something about the inventory slots. They are placed around here, and you can see in the heart they are assigned to a specific item type, and in the heart slot there is 1 heart. In the sword slot there is no sword at the moment, and therefore it's a little bit transparent. And in the shield slot there are actually 2 shields. So what I can do here, I can grab my heart, I can put it down here in the equipment slot, and therefore it will be equipped to the player, and then I can take the shield and drag it down here as well. I can also swap the items to another slot, and this is what you can do down here. Or you could also get the heart from up here and drop it over there, and then you have the swapping to another equipment slot also, or do it directly down here. That's up to you. So this is what I got here. If I close the inventory system, you can see my fancy player character. And I have a item on the floor. It's a sword. I get there, I pick it up, and now I got the sword in my inventory. I can grab it as well, drag it down to the equipment slot, and boom, there I have the sword equipped. It is not hooked up yet with the player source code, so it's not appearing here on the player, but this is something I will do in the next few days, that actually what you equip down here will be visible on the player and you can use it. So this is something I'm doing. But back to my inventory system, you might be wondering how the crafting will take place, and I'm planning to have 4 crafting slots, and there will be various items you can craft, and it's not important in which order you place them in here. It's just important that you place them there at all, and all the ingredients are here. So how do you place them there? Well, at the moment I have a drag and drop mechanic here, but I'm thinking about to remove it. And I also got this mechanic that I think is pretty much cooler. You just click on that item and you can see it gets swapped over here. Same thing here, same thing there, and then you could I will place a crafting button down here so that you can craft the actually item then. And you can also remove the items by just clicking in here, and then you remove them from the crafting slots. So this is what I'm doing here, and I'm pretty happy with it right now. And I will do some code cleanup because let me show you this real quick. I got all the scripts over here. I got a game assets class where I hold all the references to various sprites and scripts. I got my inventory class with this, which is the primary class where you have all the items stored. Then of course I have a class for an item that defines what is an item and what property it has. Properties, not one property, properties it has. And this item and world class, this is actually for the dropped item that are laying around in the world, and this class is holding all the stuff that is necessary for item pickup. And then I have my player class, and here are the various UI classes for the crafting system, and everything I'm doing in here is just affecting the displayment on the on the screen, it is not affecting the item in the inventory. What I mean by that is, if you have one item like the sword, it always stays in the class inventory and it will never be deleted as long as it is in here, and it will never be re-instantiated. It's always there, and I'm just modifying the way it gets displayed up here in the inventory, or it gets displayed down there in the equipment slot. And that's what I'm doing in all these UI classes. And let's jump into the Visual Studio. Just let you see some of my classes. Let me just put this over here. For example, I got the UI inventory. This is all handling the UI displayment in the inventory menu, and then I got some for the equipment slots and for the crafting slots as well. And this is some code. This is handling the code for the item holder, and the item holder is actually this kind of slot you can see here. This is actually an item holder, and if I drag and drop it, you can see there it follows along, and what this thing that is getting dragged, this is actually an item holder. And if I drop it down here, what you see here, this equipment slot is also an item holder. So this is the core part where an item gets displayed, and that's what I'm doing here in this class, and therefore it's a little bit longer, this class. Yeah, I will cover all this stuff in my tutorial. As you know, I'm planning to do a tutorial, and there will be lots of information, lots of content, and I'm trying to make it really understandable and break it down in short parts. And I just want to show you something for rethinking and optimizing my construct. I am painting something like this. This is actually a how do you say, a plan, or a do you say diagram in English? I don't know. Sometimes I'm missing the vocabulary. Sorry, guys. But this is telling all the essential classes I have and how they are related to each other, and what are the main and most important functions, and how they interact with one within another. And this is what I keep down here. And so while I'm doing this, while I'm developing this, I always got in my mind that I want to do a tutorial that is easy and understandable, and I'm preparing for that, writing down my stuff, what I'm doing, and how this can be explained well, and how I can break it down in easy small parts where you can follow along. So that's what I'm doing. I really enjoy this process, and I can't wait to continue on this right now. I'm glad that I could give you an update now, and I thank you very much for following me and supporting me. I really appreciate that. Game dev can sometimes be hard, especially if you do it beside a full-time job, but I'm always encouraged when I see that you're watching my videos, that you're commenting it. So let me know what you think about this. How do you think? Is this a good approach? Do you like the style, or let me see, the mechanic of the of my crafting system? Is this something you are familiar with? And do you have any recommendations how it can be improved? And let me know down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed already, then consider doing so. There will be more videos in the next days and weeks, and normally I do videos every day, but at the moment I have to think a lot of stuff through, and that's not so entertaining, so I'm not recording this development of the inventory system, but a whole video series about this will come out soon. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you stay happy and healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, I'm Toby Preacher. I'm out of here. Have a nice day.